Hi, welcome back to the Protagonist Corner. I might continue to attempt to kill Bernardo in as many comical ways as I can think of. I found a new possibility that we can explore right now. By the way, this is stories, as you can see.
The toads at the observatory measured the stone with their occult devices. I fed it the core of Sky River, explained Renato. No more TV blood and souls. But the core is not an
I still think the
unlimited
moon is
source,
fun.
said one toad. Another said,
There's a feedback loop, you see, which could overload the stone.
Okay, the last
Stone
time we
doesn't
were
actually
here,
feed on
we tried
souls.
to,
Claimed the
we tried to
third.
resolve the conflict by
I'm
being said.
killing another
I got
sentient
chopped
being.
up in pieces.
If you can
So what's the
truly
problem
be
here?
at peace with yourself, it would not overload.
This was all very confusing. At peace. Yes, the mountains were peaceful and quiet, but he now had the power to turn the tides. He should report to the Rebellion Council and prepare for the decisive battle.
Before the exclamation point's going, but we haven't really seen this yet. So, we can do this.
Renato couldn't make sense of anything the toads said, and listening to them argue made him restless. The Iblis Stone had made him a power in his own right. The core had kicked the Iblis Stone out of his head by filling it with more power than it could eat. It was time to meet the leadership of the rebellion. It was time to go to the ruins where they had hidden their secret base.
He was ready for anything the Ravens could throw at him. His sword felt ready too. It seemed to know what he wanted most.
But, yeah. Okay, probably heal too. Move the bed here. There we go. Now let's use that here sword to open the door.
There were a lot of shiny, smooth, curved with leather, buckles, and kind of smelled, you know what? Never mind. Yes, there was also ore and other useful stuff. Let's focus on that, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that. I already got it for you, so go get some sleep. That's not where we are. There you go. I've been looking in there.
We thought about Hypatia. Oh, she'd been an amazing rabbit. She could talk to him about comics, and talk to her son about history and battles, and talk to scholars about the ancient tomes hidden deep in the vaults of the Library of Ubar. Oh, Renato really missed her.
That's not happening. You can just do Fred, we can roll this. And then open this area again. Oh, we can go with eyes. Do this or maybe not. Going down to Chinatown. Hello, people.
The Iblis Stone wasn't pestering him anymore. Good. He didn't want to chit-chat, not with anybody. He didn't want to think about Zenobia or Lapino. He just wanted to fight.
You fight. If you try to show. Now they're artists. Oh, was it orange? Oh, and health too. Yay! Bridge. Just hit the pods already.
Yeah.
It doesn't want to hit pods. That's why I'm away. There we go. Finally, took you long enough. Next wing better. Yeah, so wing better, so wing. The shrine thing, never mind. I don't just scrolling with it, but I go to the shrine, so moving on.
This was almost fun.
Almost. I'm the
Kill
last
another
one.
sentient
You guys
being?
having fun? If so, leave a like on the
What are you
video.
talking about anyway? He felt no pain, only pleasure
I
as
see
each
red
filthy
treasure.
raven
How do I
fell
get
by
it?
a sword and the
I want
stone
red
glowed
treasure.
brighter
I
and
want the
brighter.
red one.
And all the while, those voices were cheering him on, like he was in the arena, winning bout after bout. What
Dreams may come, he thought.
We know way too much
Then,
about that.
found out.
Way too much about the dreams to come. I also know about the Robin Williams, it was very good. And the novel with based on it was even better. And of course, going over the Shakespeare book. You know, so it's very good. Your turn.
Check, please.
Check, please. I love that one. I might have to steal that tape toy. So win better with us, so win. I'm not the sword. Use properly and let them swing over. That's what I mean. There you go.
This one contained nothing but unmatched gloves. And
And
something
a bunch more.
more
We're
useful.
taking right now. No, pretty cool. So let's go across that. Hi, people. There it is.
Nano had felt better.
Good job getting out of there. And there's more for us, or more, I should say. And not much else. How?
I can't be dying,
That was
I
nice.
thought. I'm the hero.
Okay, I've done relatively well with the plane today. Why is this giving me trouble? I could stay and play the whole game, but I really don't want to.
Long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good. To everything, there is a season. He turned over and died.
More health, please. I said more health, please. There you go. Not much more for the song. It's fine.
My God. It's full of stars. Should go, he thought.
Stone's falling with the last time I'm gonna be made. I noticed a new scene here, probably.
He slew and slew across the ruins and into the labyrinth that hid the secret rebel base. He was surprised not to see any defenders or even any of the council toads. When he reached the council chambers, there were still no toads, only filthy ravens. "Stop him! He's gone mad!" One raven shouted until he had hacked them all down. There was not a single toad anywhere. No doubt they'd all been taken prisoner, so it was up to him to take revenge upon the Imperial fleet.
But where had they taken the council? It couldn't be good that the Empire had not only found the secret rebel base, but killed or captured everyone there.
Probably the first one.
He was on a roll. He headed full speed towards the Imperial fleet. He would be the fox who took down 100 warships. He charged, The Imperial fleet was huge and deadly, but he was deadlier. The crowd was
Probably.
cheering him on. He could
Eventually.
practically hear it.
I didn't
Reynardo,
say probably.
the hero of the
It all has to
rebellion.
be true with one patient. I see the training shirt. But I can't reach right now. Is it through here that I need to do this? No, I did this right now. We want to move through as quickly as possible. Well, as quickly as possible, we've been on one flag. It's still going to take a while.
The portal that led right into the middle of the fleet. It was a glaring weakness in the defense.
Portal. Thanks for the help, I appreciate it.
Rosebud.
You want that you turn that
Said to
around.
no one in
It's
particular
true.
as he
It's
died.
damn true.
As he slew his way across the fleet, Renato thought he could hear a small voice whispering in his ear.
Look at your gauntlet, you idiot, he said.
Oh, for heaven's sake, he thought. Can't I be alone in my own head? Look at the stone. I'm busy, he told the voice. Talk later. Then it will be too late, cried the voice. Don't be so bloody thick. Piss off, he told the voice and kept up his slaying.
Plus, I'm here. I'm usually gone early, often closed. George Street to Robin Point. Get the stupid gravel. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna ship, and there's the problem. So we better this only, yeah.
Soon he'd confront the Emperor. Again. This time, he'd make an end of it. He'd screwed up last time, but he had a good feeling about this time.
Yeah, you said that last time too. And time 4, and time 4. I knew he had a good feeling, but there's a whole Jonathan factor. Sorry.
There was the Emperor. Renato cut down his elite guard. The exalted Toad cowered fearfully. He had sought to evade death and only made death come to him faster. Renato savored the moment. And then, too quick, it was over. He stood over the dead Emperor.
Death to tyranny! He shouted. Go, House, go! Zenobia stepped out of the shadows. You have to stop, she said. You've killed everyone. Our ravens, your rebels. You murdered the whole rebel council. What?
Overkill.
The ravens
Talk
killed
about
the council.
overkill.
Yeah, big idiot. They don't even know what the secret base is. Shouted Lapino, who was with her for some reason. Look at the stone, said Zenobia. It was black as night. Blacker. But I fed it the core, said Renato. It was glowing. Well, who needs the core? He said, and he attacked. Zenobia conjured her best, and Lapino hopped around like a mad rabbit, but he killed them both easily. I am unstoppable, he orated at the blood-soaked walls. I alone shall be emperor. The tiny voice inside him screamed. That doesn't even sound like you big fanny. The stone has stolen your mind. But he ignored it. Who listens to voices in their heads anyway? Madmen, that's who.
Maybe they're all the only who have him.
He should go back to some of the choices he'd faced before. Maybe there were new paths that had opened up. Like those doors he was opening up all over the map that took him to new treasures and around his enemies. And he hadn't learned anything new this time.
Alright, so
He'd done the same thing twice, yet expected a
that
different
detail
outcome.
was similar to something we've done before. Okay, so
The book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again. Faster than before? And he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Or so a scholar in the mountains had told him. Surely the weapon that banished the lost gods could defeat the Emperor. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis Stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course. Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens? Every child knew about the Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces. What could have brought
a
the...
lot of skipping.
As he set foot on the island, Renato couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lapino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne? Did rabbits? Renato felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it.
Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
where's the dad? I should know, but I don't. You look at the bridge, you were just a traitor or something. You're okay. Let's follow the path for as long as we can. There's one path. And there's a cave. Okay, yay.
You blinked.
Open sesame again. Trying to get some word built. There we go.
The people who had built this castle, did they even know what monstrous weapon lay hidden within their walls? The Sky Ripper could destroy anything it touched, or so the legend said. As the Transcendent Emperor had fought the Lost Gods, thousands of thousands had died. But Reynardo had been through wars. The only merciful war was a short one. Reynardo knew more than he ever had. But about what?
Nothing important yet. And the guy think if it was important, you could always win more, right? Right. Level ups are always good. Oh, we can blow up benches and other stuff. Yeah, that's all. Hi, people.
Well, the eyes have had it.
That's cute. The eyes have had it. Yeah. Maximus had it.
I should have done a barrel roll.
That actually might help
As he
if
died.
you do one. Although they say in real life, with Star Fox calls a barrel roll is actually an aileron roll. I learned that from Matt. I don't like Matt Pat too much anymore since he gave a copy of Undertale to the freaking Pope, but he still talked that, so I'm gonna acknowledge it. Anyway. Let's do not that.
Where was the cake? He'd been promised cake.
I hate everything. I'm going to rush. My favorite
What's for
day is
dinner?
the
He
weekend.
thought. Hope it's not broccoli. The goat. Take the goat across first, Renato thought. But it was too late. Oh, should have faked left and then gone left, he thought. And then, he never thought again.
And stop dying in the
Where Renato went next, we cannot follow. Yet. Everything hurt.
Well, really just
And
no
then it
driver.
didn't.
I've said that before, but it's so true.
Sleep tight, thought Renato.
That was embarrassing. As embarrassing ever.
For some reason,
One sec.
Renato remembered a fairy tale his mother had told him about a land where only the apes talked and animals went around without clothes.
Oh shit, did I just restart the level? Yeah, I restarted the level. That sucks.
As he set foot on the island, Renato couldn't
I
help
really
feeling a
think that
bit
just happened.
curious.
Ooh, I hate when that
Was
happens.
Aquino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne? Did rabbits? Renato felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper?
Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it? The people who had built this castle, did they even know what monstrous weapon lay hidden within their walls? The Sky Ripper could destroy anything it touched, or so the legend said. As the Transcendent Emperor had fought the Lost Gods, thousands of thousands had died. But Reynardo had been through wars. The only merciful war was a short one. Ready to take on new powers.
What's for dinner, you thought? I hope it's not broccoli. Should have done a barrel roll, he thought, as he died. Where was the cake? He'd been promised cake.
Never started to see the
You
decades
blinked.
right after that. I'm on that 3 yet, that's why. That all those words and sentences describe him for. And I can just walk across the back right.
The goat. Take the goat across first, Renato thought. But it was too late. Where Renato went next, we cannot follow. Yet. Everything hurt. And then it didn't.
You think I've already solved this? Let me finish. Ross. I can't. Emmanuel Cross. I know there's a way you can drop in the team for right? Which where? Finally, what? We get those before 6
Ha! The contraption wasn't even trying anymore. As if it knew it had met its match.
Apparently. Let's go. We'll need to do it.
There it was. Skyripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway.
The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Skyripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
I guess we're down here. I think this goes somewhere eventually. I think it will.
It was a no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was...
He looked up at the old trees around him. They were so big and so old. They'd been there before he was born, and they'd be there after he'd passed into legend. Was he confronting his own unimportance? What had got into him? He was no philosopher. Anyway, who cares? He was plenty important. He was a hero, and soon he'd prove it.
You look at you should be grateful, but you're not. Oh, because you're flowers. Did I know that? Yes. Did I know that? No. So wing, by the way, well, if I'm facing her, I'm working my third, trust me. So wing, by the way, so wing.
Ah, Zenobia. Now that he knew she still loved him, he wanted to go back to her. But that hadn't worked out, had it? Maybe it was time to find the core of the Skyripper.
Down the volcano? Yeah, let's just do that. I think it's faster. Everybody thinks it's faster. I don't know why I try to say faster like that. When I was from Chicago, is that why I say faster like that? Or is it a Canadian thing? It might be a Canadian thing though, you know. I went to Nova Scotia.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
No, I don't do that. Heck!
Should have died a pirate, he thought. For some reason, Bernardo remembered a fairy tale his mother had told him about a land where only the apes talked. Animals went around without clothes. Should have faked left and then gone left, he thought. And then, he never thought again. There was a radiance at the end of a long, dark tunnel. Mother, he thought? One small step for a fox, he thought.
Can I borrow that?
There were fewer and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths.
Well, what's the big
Had
deal
those
with that?
been here
Are there
before?
fingers in these trees?
He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest, the mice and rabbits,
No,
Where are they gone?
they're small.
And he was getting hungry, too. This was an unhealthy...
I'm sorry. Is that your shield?
Crossing bridge. Well, we're with the door just in case. But the work is done as I figured.
The 20-sided core made him feel physically sick.
Oh, like a D20.
Once he had sneaked into a temple of the Dark Art, and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature. The wheels began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. Maybe Lapino wasn't such a good friend. That made him feel better. He carried his prize back to the Farfarer. Now, he had to make his next move. There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some scientists
It's
first.
time to play
There was
as
an
the
observatory on the
scientist.
Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it. Well, of course. If you've just assembled a weapon out of legend that can exile gods from the world, you'd want to have a scientist or two look at it. And even if they disagreed and he had time, he could ask Calaveras himself. Yes, the observatory would be his objective. Why had the parts of the Sky Ripper only surfaced now? Thousands of years after the
Sounds like
Transcendent
butt
Emperor had
comedians.
dismantled it. The mad Emperor Isengrim had performed terrible, bloodthirsty rituals to invoke the lost gods. Was that why these ancient artifacts were rising out of the ground? How perfect, then, that the Sky Ripper would reappear to be his destruction.
might have won and lost at the same time almost. Last one was down, but so was I. Finally, we are free. Die, Crystal. You don't belong in this world. Also, so wing, better so wing.
A legendary weapon was exactly what the rebellion needed. They were outnumbered. The once kind emperor had become a tyrant.
Die, Crystal,
His
die!
ravens stayed loyal, for he fed them his victims, and the other animals were too frightened to rebel. Renato shuddered at what the emperor was trying to do. To bring back the lost gods, the Black Harvest, the Black Sun? No. He would stop that Toad, no matter what the risk.
Probably not there. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, there's one with the first from that game. Kill. Off we go!
Renato had found his game changer. He would ignore all distractions and focus on the Sky River.
Prepping game today.
Magical energy balls, immune to the laws of gravity.
Instead, this will get into the best way.
I should really look for another line of work, he thought. And then he died.
Come to think of it, that has to make things harder. There aren't many employment prospects for a dead man.
Feel well.
I think I can understand why.
Dead.
He kind of blew up. I imagine most people would be along for that.
Bye-bye, life, he thought. Hello, emptiness.
Could
have gone better, thought Renato as he died. Slippy's hit, he thought.
Again. Going down to Chinatown. Going further down, way down. I think we're ready for a great big open sesame. Oh, I was 700 premature on that one. Open sesame.
Renato was thrilled. The scientists seemed to think he'd put the Sky Ripper together right. But
Better
one
fucking
Toad
good,
was
right?
worried.
Yeah, the Sky Ripper could tear a hole in existence itself. There are invisible strings that tie the universe together. If the Sky Ripper cut one, the hole would widen and widen until our whole existence fell into it.
Another Toad
You
sighed.
don't all break into
Erwin still believes in string theory. At least go see Calaveras. Yeah,
Said the worried Toad.
he knows more than anyone else has forgotten about the Transcendent Emperor.
If anyone could tell him how to use this weapon safely, it would be Calaveras. It was he who had told Renato how to find it in the first place. But maybe he had to give up on using it as a weapon. Maybe he had to go to the secret rebel base and ask the generals there what he could do with a weapon that he dared not use.
Actually, those would be very interesting. Do I want to do the wrong, but I think it's the wrong thing? See if we can later. No, I feel like saying Calaveras. Let's do that.
Well, he should have known he'd have to consult Calaveras again. The scientists at the observatory were smart enough. But what did they know of the Transcendent Emperor? He hoped it wouldn't delay him too long. The rebels had scheduled the final battle soon. Every day they delayed risked the exposure of the secret base. And some soldiers were already drifting back to their homes and families. Calaveras would fix the Sky Ripper for him. And then he would win the final battle. Maybe it was the cold. But after a few steps, Renato's optimism started to slump. What if Calaveras couldn't help? Did Renato dare use the Sky Ripper? Oh, he hated that he had chosen this path. It was so much simpler to rescue friends and attack enemies. Even if some of those friends were more trouble than his enemies, some of those enemies had been friends before and might be lovers.
I love that.
Okay, it wasn't all that much simpler, no. Physics made his brain hurt. That, at least he was sure of. But there were still so many games to play, Renato thought as he died.
Oops. Getting too close to explosions can be deadly. I forget.
Touché, he said, and died.
Because then they have those to do with the treasure. So I'm sure eventually we will. Wrong way, Jonathan. There we go. And here's my treasure. Well, again, if I turn the face properly, I will get it. If not, I'll stay here all day.
This chest contained blank passports from 15 countries. And something useful.
Well, one healing fruit. That not very useful. A little useful, I guess. Well, flesh. Where do I go here? Going back to my thing, just to go back to what the treasure was. That doesn't actually help me. There are no fools here. See? Oh, I do see action. You know why? There is a proper point right now here. Well, about there. About there. No. Okay, this is getting annoying. Getting annoying fast. Well, it wasn't for why I just didn't see it. That explains everything. I just figured it's the most useful portal was the one you don't see. And you put that little treasure.
Tried to focus on the now. The ravens who seemed everywhere all the time. Where did they hatch from? Were there giant raven hatcheries somewhere, or did they have families? He didn't want to think about raven mummies raising their darling raven chicks. Yeah, Calvaris would help.
He would make Renato feel better about using the Sky Ripper. And then Renato wouldn't have to worry about ravens ever again.
Going up, up, up.
You know what I hate about you guys? Everything.
Once, he didn't have anything clever to say. So he died. We'll always have Paris, he thought. And then he died.
And time to be over for yeah. Oh, I'm gasoline. Yellow, what's on? There it is. Remember the gasoline. And you remember? Again, for great measure. And for all sorts of measure. Just break it already so we can move on. I think we can move on now. Sort of. There we go. Now all we do is put it here. We're going to go and there we go. Now the pressure is here. Now we can get carrying going. We're all set. Let's redirect again. Firewall for the days. There we go.
Renato had sacrificed a friend for the Skyrim.
Well, not really.
It would be worth it if he could bring a super weapon to the rebellion. But the scientists had ruined everything.
Here we are. Made it.
Calaveras had never let him down.
Yeah, of course I can make it work better.
But when Renato explained about the strings, Calaveras grew thoughtful.
Oh, strings, you say? Well, the Arcana do speak of the ties that bind the world.
He drew many intricate symbols in the dirt.
Yeah, so, according to my calculations, each time you fire, I'm afraid there's a 1 in 128 chance you'll destroy the universe.
That's pretty good odds. That's like
Yeah,
rolling,
so
what,
nice, yeah.
21 dice and they all come up 6. What are the odds of that?
What? No! It's more like 2.716s in a row.
Anyway, with those odds, it won't happen if I use it just once.
What? No. That's so not right. Each time you use it... Okay, look. Just don't use it, ever. At all, okay?
All right, I guess. As he sailed away from the mountains, Renato could see clouds darkening. Rain? No. Ships. Imperial ships, swarming thick as bees. This was it. The big battle. They could not afford to lose this one. What if it did not go well? What if he had to use the Sky Ripper? Could he gamble the universe? On the other hand, what were the odds of rolling 21 sixes in a row?
When a six-sided die, well, actually, let me guide.
The battle was not going spectacularly well. What had the rebels been thinking? They'd been thinking he would bring the Sky Ripper, or the Iblis Stone, or that he'd sideline Zenobia somehow, or turn her. Couldn't he use the Sky Ripper just once? After all, if chances were 1 in 128, that meant he'd for sure be okay the first time. They'd get worse each time he used it, but the first time would be okay, right? He wasn't sure that it was right. So he didn't fire the Sky Ripper. He just brought it along, in case.
It's a mascot.
portal was heavily guarded. It must go someplace they really didn't want it to go. Crashes have a more fun. A doctor once told Reynardo that fruit was a placebo, but he felt better, and that was what was
Fruit is
important.
simply not a placebo. If you can like my percentage-free LP, my percentage-free religion LP, you just want to know what placebo means.
This must be that efficiently advancing technology we always talked about. Reynardo was dead tired. Then he was just dead.
Poor flag, go put away. But when you wait, you can go for a ride. Whee!
Wallabies, he thought. Why did it have to be wallabies? Time to die, he thought. And it was. I guess now I find out what's next, he thought.
Look, it's not personal, but your mother wears army boots on her ears.
Someone had told him the odds didn't change just because he'd had a streak of good luck. His gut told him that was wrong, and he always listened to his gut. On the other hand, 128 chances to win, but one of them would destroy the universe. That seemed a bit serious. Maybe he could defeat the Emperor without firing the Skyripper. Maybe he could bluff, but with a real weapon. Like in cards, when you had 3 knaves, but you pretended you had a fizzbin. That could work.
What the heck is a fizzbin? Like knaves or jacks, basically. What the heck is a fizzbin? Is it anything? Let me know. Or not anything. What do you think it could be? You know, in cards, explain the rules in the hand if you feel like it. Or just give me the version. You can live in the comments. What the heck is a fizzbin? Sounds kind of like a full house or royal squash based on contact. There we go. Hi, people.
Whoa, personal space?
After you leave the Star Room, sending me voluntary to the black hole. If you want to see it, next time, you don't be alive again. See you later, folks.